Greetings everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of All Things Lambda, the community show that enters the new year with a fresh mindset and a lot of good things to come in this very year. We at LambdaGeneration would like to wish you a very happy new year, and we hope that this year is going to be better than last year. But without further ado, let's get this first episode of 2020 started. It was a surprise for many people, but the Xen public beta is no more, because the branch has now been merged with the official mainline branch of Black Mesa, meaning that the final chapters are now officially playable in the main game without having to screw with the beta options. In the official blog post they released, they talk about how the game is still in early access for some time to collect people's feedback and bug reports, and they want to go over some other elements of the game before flipping the switch to public. One of these things are achievements. A bunch of new chapters mean a bunch of new achievements that are going to be collectible. I swear, if it has something to do with that purple hat again, I'm going to eat so much Oreos that my belly explodes. Okay, maybe not. But why am I saying this? They also talk about what their roadmap is for the coming 1.0 release that will officially boot the game out of early access. Things such as a quick dust-off of the multiplayer mode, which is very, very dead, a look at the AI of the game, a quick dust-off of the Steam Workshop mechanics, and some overall bug fixes to the entirety of the game. 1.0 will basically be a dusted-off, polished version of what we currently have. Now, there are a lot of things discussed here, so I recommend you go ahead and read the rest yourself. A link to the post, which also includes a long list of bug fixes for this release, is in the description below. In a previous episode of All Things Lambda, I promoted the ModDB Mod of the Year awards. It has since concluded and the results are in. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, which you totally should, by the way, links in the description, you already know who these winners are, but let's go over them right now. First off, we got Half-Life 2 mod, the mod that soups up the combat and weapons in pretty much any famous source mod right now. It has reached the 5th place of the Player's Choice Award. Secondly, we got Starlight, a Half-Life mod that takes place in a completely different world with angels and shooting stars where something smells fishy. It has taken the 1st place in the Best Upcoming Mods category. This is for all the games on ModDB, by the way, not just Half-Life. So that's quite the achievement. Some honorable mentions go out to Half-Life Echoes, Operation Black Mesa, and Raising the Bar Redux, all of which are mods we extensively covered on the show before. They came close to being included in the top picks of the year, but were just short of voters. These are still great mods though, and they deserve an applause on their own. And that's it for this year's ModDB Mod of the Year Awards. If you want to check out all the other contestants and all other games that participated this year, I've left a link in the description. Congratulations to all the winners. The team behind Borio Alif, Keep Away From Fire, has given us a Christmas gift this year. And it's in the form of 6 new soundtrack pieces for our earholes to listen to. Finally, something else to listen to than my gran talking about how her new hip got burned up in last year's family Yule log. She still talks about it. One of the tracks is called Hazardous Environment and is a remix of Kelly Bailey's original that was included in Half-Life 1. The other 5 tracks are called This Could Get Ugly, Synthetic, Frost Zone, An Unrelenting Threat, and Sublimation, respectively. Now, if you want to listen to these new soundtrack pieces yourself, one of them could be heard in the background right now, I've left a link to the playlist in the description below for your listening tubes to be delighted. So, this must be a late Christmas present, right? Well, yeah, it was released a day later, but nevertheless, the PTSD Mod 2 has been released on ModDB. You can play it now. Right now. It's downloadable. The PTSD Mod 2, which is obviously based on its previous counterpart, is a mod that still follows the story of the PTSD guy whose mental state is quickly decreasing, and you have to go on a big journey to find out what in the world is causing this. If it sounds like a mod you want to play, and if you're a fan of the PTSD mod, then I figure you probably would want to play this, I've left a link in the description below to download it. Holy macaroni! Another Christmas present! This time it's a gameplay video from the Dark Interval people, showing off how their mod looks currently. And oh boy, it looks quite incredible. They show off about 4 maps and a whole lot of combat with Combine and aliens alike. The real star here though, at least I think, is the mapping quality. Because oh boy, this is some quality mapping right here. There's just so much detail spread throughout the place. It really looks like this is a labor of love. Especially the lighting, it just looks so pretty. According to the ModDB post that comes with this, it's also 100% unscripted, which means that what you're seeing is raw gameplay from what we're going to get when the mod is eventually done. I hope they keep up this level of quality for the rest of the mod. Now, if you want to take a look at it yourself, I've left a link to the ModDB post in the description below. From there, you can also join their official Discord server. VANCE, the mod where you play as Alex Vance in an alternate universe, has received a brand new media update addressing some of the progress that has been made since the last time we heard something from them. There is a lot, so let's go over it, shall we? The first thing they show off are several weapon models. We got a model for the MP7 with its attached grenade launcher. We also got a final model for the revolver, which got its proportions improved to better fit Half-Life 2's model. We also have some improved materials for the Tau cannon and an unfinished model for the Combine Pulse light machine gun, which is starting to look pretty decent already. Next up, we got a redesign for Alex, her HEV suit, which immediately looks so much more lightweight than Gordon's HEV suit did. I wonder how protective it actually is. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good and I'm actually interested to see what it looks like rendered in-game. Apart from Alex, we also have an updated model for the Elite Metro Cop, which still sports that pretty awesome coat design. I don't know why, but I just really like that cape-like coat they're wearing. It's almost like a more gothic interpretation of the Combine. Okay, now, why do I really want to see that rendition of the Combine? Now, onto graphical improvements. The cascading shadow maps have gained a depth bias, making it that the shadows from objects far away are now softer than from objects closer by, like in real life. They also now implemented PBR on brushes, added deferred lights, and they improved the tone mapping algorithm. I know, a lot of technical lingo. What it comes down to is that the graphics have been improved once again. They also talked about obtaining an engine license from Valve. Now, if they gain that, there will be no stopping them from infinitely improving the graphics. I wonder what we'll get. Last but not least, they're also still looking for some people to work on the project. They're specifically looking for mappers, programmers, and modelers. Now, if you're interested in working with them, contact Bernard #1010 on Discord. If you want to read this media update yourself, I've left a link in the description for you to check it out. Have you ever wondered what that cut mechanic that was supposed to be Portal 2's main gimmick was and how it functioned? Well, Box and Rocks and Lunch House has got you covered. They're currently at work on a new video series called Exposure, which will dive headfirst into this abandoned mechanic that was in production at Valve. It talks about the scrapped f-stop mechanic that was originally going to be the backbone of Portal 2. It allowed players to take a picture of an object, take it somewhere else, shrink or enlarge it, and then place it in a good spot to advance through the puzzles. Quite an interesting concept, but it wouldn't work for a game called Portal 2, so it wound up unused. Box and Rocks currently has a teaser online on his YouTube channel, and a link for that video can be found in the description below. The full series will launch soon. 4. Wait, why did I leave that typo in? You know what else launches soon? Your finger, because it's going to tap on the social media links down below. Or click, of course. If you follow us on our social media, you can get Half-Life content daily. Oh, and don't forget to join our Discord server. We have over 1,000 members on there already. Holy cow, that's a lot of people. Oh, and if you like me, I suggest you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. A link for that is in the description below because I'm about to upload a new video too. Finally! So you don't want to miss that, would you? Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. That also is linked down below. And with that, I'm going to end episode 74 of All Things Lambda, the first one of 2020. Awesome! I'll be seeing you guys next week, but in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and to ring that bell icon to never miss another episode. Salutations, and take care.
LambdaGeneration.